Today we're going to be looking at the Mercedes EQE 350 Plus. As we're walking around, you can notice the cameras along the bumper line. The handles are folded in. The side mirrors fold in. They do have blind spot assist and lane assist. The tires are neat looking. I don't like this grille as we round about. And let me get a little closer so you can see. I complained about this in another video, but I feel like those look like spaceships. And I just don't like that look. And the handles, they pull in, which makes the car look neater when the car is locked. But one time I was trying to unlock it, or open the door actually, and for whatever reason, these handles squeezed in on my finger, and it didn't break skin or bruise me or anything, but it definitely felt the pressure. Here is your charging port. This piece helps you charge it faster, and once it's plugged in, you have to press this button to release it. Now we'll look in the trunk. I often say that the newer vehicles don't have anything extra that my S-Class has, but this isn't true this time. So on this car, there's these two buttons here, and I'm gonna press them, but I'm gonna keep the camera down low so you can see. So that's pretty cool. Definitely saves you from having to walk around the vehicle to lower the seats. Let's hop in the back seat. This is an average sized sedan. There's nothing to brag about. There's nothing to hate on. It does not have the individual controls in the back for the temperature, but that's not a make or break deal for me. And then over here, it's pretty standard. You can lock, unlock, and your windows. There is a lot of leg space though. Now for the front seat. So in some of the Mercedes, the higher end ones, you do adjust the seats up here. And then you have your cooling, your heating, you can program up to 3 sides, and the rest of this is pretty standard. While this door is open, something that's taken time to get used to is that there's no frame around the glass, and I didn't realize just how much I do hold on to this upper section. But again, that's just getting used to it. So I've now hopped in. The car is not cranked, but once the keys are detected, the fans do start blowing, and I haven't decided if I like that yet or not, to be honest with you. So if you look on the bottom, it shows you that no one is in the back seat. And if there were, but not buckled, those spots would be red, or if they were buckled, they would be green. It is detecting the other car in our garage, and it does this when I'm driving as well. You can see the batteries there, and you can adjust this. I'm going to change it over here and take it out of the assist and to do the other options if you'd like. Oops. So you're not stuck with just that one look, but I do tend to like the assist features. And this is showing pink right now because I have the interior lighting selected as pink. But whatever color you choose it to be in your light setting is what color all that turns. Speaking of the lights, so you can see here they're kind of pink, and maybe I should have changed the color for our video. But when I'm backing up, if something's in my blind spots, these will actually turn red on both sides, or if something's close to me, which I do like that, and my car does not have that either. Before we move on, the rest of this is pretty standard. It's cruise control. You can select your distance on how close you want cruise control to follow. And I have not found a heated steering wheel for this car, but that is how you adjust your steering wheel. And I'm assuming it's just not connected. And then this section, I'm pretty sure controls this, and I'm right. And I can kind of go through there, but I haven't played with it on the steering wheel too much yet. And I did not connect my phone to this vehicle either. Now, that being said, though, sometimes the car will hear me speaking and think that I'm talking to it when I'm not. And so I think that's the Hey Mercedes feature that's set up, and I haven't turned it off. All of this, again, I feel like at this point, you've seen them in my other videos, it does have the Panamera sunroof. And it's so bright today that I'm not going to open them, but trust me, it's nice. But again, nothing outside of standard. You will notice there is no sunglass holder. I hate that. Coming down here, I thought about cleaning off this screen. But this is my makeup. So if you're a construction worker or you do anything where any substance is going to be on your hand, it's going to show here. Because I've only driven this car for less than a week and you can already see all the makeup spots on the screen. This is all pretty standard, your AC. And then this is kind of shortcuts for everything else that I'll show you, but I'm just going to go through it from the home screen. The apps button I hadn't played with too much, so I'm not going to get in there. And this is where I adjusted the lights, because they did have them on a blue light, and I just didn't like that too much, so I did change those to being pink. So if they put a guy in this car next, I guess I'll change it back. See, but let me change it here so you can see. And that's how they had it when I got it, was this blue color, but I do tend to like the pink. Here's where your phone would be connected. And Mercedes likes me because we do have Sirius XM, but you do have your FMs or other stations available to you as well. And you can scroll through it this way, or you can press the buttons down here. And then this is the electric part of the car. And again, I don't like the electric car. Maybe if I had a charger at home, I would feel different about them. But for now, I wouldn't want them if I was depending on an outside port. So this is a really nice little area here. It does have these little grippies here. I've been putting the clickers and the car keys in this area. It's USB mini only. And then there's this super deep pocket here, which you could lose something in there, I'm sure. But honestly, I would probably stick like emergency cash in there. And this thing is huge. Like, it's not very wide, but it is very deep. It comes like halfway up my forearm. So I do like that. And then my poor son the other day had a hard time opening this glove box because it wasn't on the actual glove box compartment. It is off to the side just a little bit. And I feel like that's a pretty standard size. It does not have the department for the air freshener in it. So I'm assuming that's something that's still only available in the S-Class. But overall, this isn't a bad car, and I would like it so much more if it wasn't an electric-only vehicle.